What up, guys? Welcome back to the Extra Digest podcast, the penultimate podcast before the end of the season. Might be the ultimate podcast, depending on how next week goes. And of course, my name is Nyaassh. Like I always say, you can check this podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Extra Digest podcast, okay? You just search that one and you'll get it everywhere you want. All right, today I have two new debutants. Okay, it can't be new debutants. Two debutants who are making their first appearance. Of course, that's why they are debutants. On my left is man like Kiaria Kahiga coming in, weighing at 175 pounds. How you doing, bro? All right, let me give you some applause.
Hey, bro, man, doing fine.
You doing all right?
I'm doing all right.
It could not be better, right? Well, it could be better.
It could be better, but
yeah.
You know, there was something that happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Old Trafford is burning down.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, let me not even continue.
We shall do that within the podcast.
Yes, sir.
All right. And on my right is man who's making also his debut all the way from Nakuru County, weighing at 180 pounds. Give it up for man like George.
Yes, sir.
Ukoaje, George?
Niko best, nashukuru.
Big up, man.
Niko so doctor.
First of all, kutoka Nakuru all the way to here, man, for the
Actually,
podcast.
I'm representing all the football fans in Nakuru. To be specific,
Yeah.
the great Manchester United fans from Nakuru. I'm representing wote.
Kabisa.
Yeah, man.
I
Niko
love
poa?
that.
I had to make sure nimekuja hapa before.
Thank you so much, man. You're the first person outside Nairobi who was like, ametoka Nairobi, amekuja kushoot podcast for this to be featured on Football Digest. That's fantastic, man.
For real?
I can't thank you enough. Yeah. Big up,
man.
Big up. I appreciate you as well.
Yeah, man.
All right, so gentlemen, there's so much to talk about. And of course, going by what was happening over the weekend, it's only right that we talk about Arsenal, and it's only right that we have Arsenal and Manchester United fans in the house.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start off straight away. Manchester United, you welcomed us.
Yes.
To Old Trafford jana. Katupikia chai, katupia sukari,
Siagi mkeka kwa mkate.
mkate mwekeka blue band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kila kitu nzuri, hadi clean sheet tukaweka. How did you like your performance jana? Lakini jana hamkukula mingi kama vile nilikuwa nafikiria.
Me first of all, I was in a panic mode.
Yeah.
I've never been in a panic mode by the way before because coming off from a very, very, very disappointing defeat at
Selhurst Park. Yeah.
Casemiro,
Yo.
as in, and then you know that you're playing Arsenal on Sunday, and then Sile Arsenal akina Unai sijui nani.
Akina Socrates at Mustafi.
It's a built Arsenal, or rather it's an ni Arsenal ime rebuild over the years.
Yeah.
Confidence yenyewe. So I was nilikuwa, let me not say 50-50, I was 90-10. So hiyo 10 ilikuwa yetu, nyingine ni yenu.
Yeah.
Because mko na trust. I think goals are coming from every side of your, like anywhere. Set piece mko na Saliba, counter Martinelli, so nilikuwa naogopa. But hiyo moja nilikuwa yeah. But at least we saw some
at
guys
least you lost
playing.
with dignity.
Ile heshima tu.
Yeah. It's embarrassing. I mean, going into the game, I mean, tulikuwa na hadi clips za mafaulu. Unaona ile clip ya msee ameamka. Bukayo Saka. Saka na nightmare was because the night vision what is going to happen.
Memes are all over.
Yeah, man. So you're thinking like, so I got chini, you're going to absolutely clatter them.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It happens. Sometimes football is very interesting. The times that you think you're going to annihilate a team, it doesn't really happen, and that's the problem. And well, it's Old Trafford, and we've had like a very, very bad record at Old Trafford.
Very much.
So also probably even that played a part in the game.
Yeah.
And we were too pragmatic. I think the minute we scored that goal, like I told you, I didn't even celebrate the goal because you're scoring a first goal at the 20th minute, the first shot on target against a team that has Casemiro
and Johnny Evans as centre-backs.
And you look, Arsenal, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
But anyway, we got the job done.
Yeah, we got the job done.
That was in the minds of the players. They just needed a win. It doesn't matter how it's gonna come.
Yeah.
1-0, smash and grab, and get the win.
Yeah, it kind of felt like we were getting a bit nervous. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Is it because of what City had done before against Fulham, and now unaifika hiyo game zile za this is a must win? Hakuna hata chance ya draw hapa.
Indo shida ya City.
Yeah.
City, so long as they're breathing behind your necks, they will make you do things that you're not supposed to be doing. Normally, we play with the high press. Yesterday, we didn't even press. We allowed, at some point, United had close to 70% possession.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on here?
Manu possessed 70%.
Yeah.
aje na Ahmad
Hawana
hapo
facilities
katikati
for that.
hawana facilities
Yeah.
kwani what was happening at Carrington it doesn't
Yeah.
these guys they don't even train
Yeah. Nakufly kite ka pull up. It was a bit odd. It felt a bit weird. I feel like kidogo guys were nervous. It got kind of into their minds what was expected of them.
Yeah.
But then again, Casemiro maze, yo ba walipeana. For a guy who has played as a DM for a long time, I know he's not a center back.
Yeah, he's not.
But to be that, I don't know, it's doing it and nini. Is it kuwa unfamiliar, ama ni kuwa lazy or to lack cognizant of the fact that wase wengine wote wametoka mbele, wewe umebaki nyuma way behind, and of course playing on Kai Havertz for the goal. That was I don't know, in a border on, I don't want to say stupid, but it's in a car funny.
Schoolboy mistake.
Exactly. Schoolboy mistake.
Yeah. So according to me, hapo kwa Casemiro, I'll take you back on to Monday. If I'm wrong, I want to be corrected by the. I don't think I ever saw Palace offside. Was Crystal Palace ever offside kwa hiyo game? Mpaka like kwa group box to box nikatype. We can't even keep one single player offside, at least onekane yenyewe basi tumepanda. And then coming back jana hiyo game ya Sunday, I was like, oh, toka. But staki nimteteo anything, but if the stats are correct, I heard that was the 4th time he was playing as a center back in his whole career. Whether Real, whether Brazil. But again, some things are just common.
Yeah, for a guy who's that experienced, because of course about tunaenda na experience I would say, and experience in defensive positions, you can't expect much better from him.
But Nyaassh, let me just take you back. If you look at how United conceded yesterday, we might blame Casemiro because it was a schoolboy mistake. He did not like look at the offside line because the defenders are up.
All of them.
However, it's more of how is Man United playing. Are you going long? Because if you look at the clip, this boy Maino was telling Onana, go long. You go long, then your DM, who is Amrabat, has come for the ball. So Onana is caught between two minds. Because one of the midfielders is telling me we go long.
Yeah.
The other one has come for the ball.
Yeah.
So you look at the whole system, the whole defensive line. It's not only Casemiro, because that goal had so many mistakes. Evans did not press on Havertz to close in on the space. If you're going to single out Casemiro only, it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you look at it holistically,
there
were so many mistakes that happened before the actual goal. Because if you look at, Casemiro alichelewa kutoka, where were the other players? Because Benoit just played a very simple ball over Dalot to Kai Havertz.
Yes.
So if you actually look at the game, huyu Dalot alikuwa amepanda, hakuwa nafaa kupanda. Casemiro ako huko nyuma, anafanya nini huko?
Chasing at the same line.
Wan-Bissaka allowed Trossard to get ahead of him, and Wan-Bissaka is one of the best defenders when it comes to speed. So there were so many intricacies that led to that goal. Although Casemiro is good, he's just going to take the blame because, he's been told he's out of legs.
Yeah. Actually, to add on it, I think the whole team switched because mukiangalia vile Højlund ucheza, because I believe kama sijakosea, it was Højlund who was marking Ben White. Na alikuwa amempress huko juu. So I think the whole team was like, sawa basi press, so tumwache. But the minute niliona Højlund amefikia Ben White and then he was like then the long ball was played. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I think bao ilianzia hapo. But we can't like blame Casemiro or anything. I think the whole team just
it's a mistake.
Mkila kidogo you get punished, but I think tushazoea. Hata even was it really a cutback? Tumefungwa cutbacks mingi hii season. Cutbacks ni mingi. Sasa tukitaka kushtuka labda mtufunge free kick, mrushe throw iingie. Lakini cutbacks hizi ni vitu za kawaida.
Unaweza kufungwa hizo star.
Hizi vitu za kawaida hizi.
Hata Olise mlifungwa by Olise the first goal yenye alipanguza pia Casemiro. It was from a throwing from Muniz. Casemiro was out of position, akamwacha huko katikati. And he went all the way to score the goal.
Hata ile nani Casemiro alikuwa bodied. Sijui ilikuwa the second goal ama ilikuwa the third.
I think it was the
he was trying to prevent
alikuwa bodied hapo kwa line, then mwenye alindini akawekea Olise, then Olise did a thing. So many things happened that game. I mean, we'll highlight a couple of them. There was this man who came in looking like Thor landing at Wakanda.
I know.
And I was thinking like ile space alikuwa ameweka alikuwa nitaua Arsenal.
Let me show you what he did. Vile alikuwa anaingia pia he was like nataka kuingia mpaka alikuwa anambia Sule ametoka. I don't know what's coming off. Sule ametoka. So I was like Mandem thought he was going to do a Rhys James.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
actually, when he was getting in, I was like, the memories of Liverpool FA Cup. Because I'll talk a bench, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, ni 1-0, tumwakimbiza, you know, but... Yeah.
Even the first,
the
first game he scored against us, if you remember.
Yeah.
Then he was
like Tokazini.
Yeah, so probably loves Arsenal.
I was thinking, because that was kind of played back in my mind that point in time. Like, oh, this guy, man.
Yeah.
It's quite msendi anaingia alafu afunge tena. Just like he did at OT in the first fixture last season.
Ayo ingewauma.
Mbaya. But bro, he came on and did what he does best, dropping stinkers.
Stinkers, bro. Stinkers.
Feeble ass shot alipiga, I think the only one he had on target.
Because there was one, he did an intercept. I thought, sawa basi umekimbia. The only thing that was in my mind, Mimi, I think there were two things. Go on with the ball, ukifika kwa box, just do enough fall. Alafu ingine, just play Garnacho, only for him to drop a feeble shot. I was like,
the only shot.
Utafinyilia box ama ni nini? Like, ni boot, mjakaza. Finya, hata kita piga po. He was like,
that was too weak.
It was too weak for someone who has the ball on his left foot.
Yeah.
You can take a Kala, you can take a grass cutter. I mean, Anthony, he's just there. I think him is just collecting the bag, bro.
Akouko.
piga tu shot tuone umepiga.
Jibag na jago.
Jibag na jag, just get paid.
Just get paid.
Yeah.
Just get paid.
Because how crazy is this guy, man? Because I saw during the week, I don't know kama maybe alifanya kitambo ama ni picha zimetoka juu. Monday wanapigwa tattoo ya ball alifunga akiwa Ajax.
Kwa mgongo, right?
Yeah. Against Feyenoord.
Yeah.
Na sasa kwa Man United, I'm like, si hata ungefanya tu ile yenye ulinia against Arsenal. What the hell is that, bro?
Hiyo naona tu ni media. Okay, I'm not sure, but niliona hiyo kitu.
Yeah?
Niliona hiyo kitu.
Uliona?
Like,
so I hope it's not a legit stuff because it's too funny for such a guy to be doing this kind of stuff.
But I'm not even shocked that he can actually do it because this guy, he has had a personal photographer to be taking photos of him when he score goals.
Oh, and there was also that story.
Yeah, and it's a true story.
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine being a personal photographer for Anthony? You get all the access to Old Trafford, home and away games.
Yeah.
And dude doesn't score goals.
Doesn't score.
And you get paid.
And you get paid.
You get paid.
Yeah.
He's got
easy money.
He's got only one goal.
1 versus Burnley.
This season.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
And then the
that was
Liverpool,
like 2
I think,
weeks
FA.
ago. Yeah, so that was 2 weeks ago. Ile nye tuli struggle. But just to add on whatever you said, says Shtuka when Anthony is doing some stuffs. You see when we were beating Coventry, tumemaliza pena tumepiga shughuli.
Yeah.
Maguire is going to congratulate the Coventry players because maze walitukimbiza.
Yes.
Then Anthony is there doing this.
Yeah, he's cupping his ears.
Hey.
He's cupping his ears against Coventry.
Sioni kitu umefanya kwa hii kiwanja. And in fact, striker wa Coventry Sims had a good game.
Yeah.
If you compare him to Anthony.
Yeah.
And then all you can do is just like...
That's
but
crazy,
I understand,
man.
ni mtu anapenda flares, you know, like...
That tells
pretty much.
Yeah, Nyaassh, that tells you the kind of dressing room United has.
Toxic.
Yeah.
It's so toxic.
Yeah.
They lack the leader who can actually tell them, come, this is not even a class act.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't cap your ears against Coventry.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, what are you doing?
Eco championship, for
Eco
Christ's sake.
championship.
Na imewapeleka all the way to 120 minutes.
Yeah.
And you think you've done something
big? It's a loud goal, if you remember.
Yeah, they
They
did.
were supposed to be knocked out a clean one.
Yeah.
Apart that guy, I think umsana vakia to number 10 manze. Kidole ndio ilikuwaje?
Piga ndole hapo. Oje ilikuwa offside.
VAR ni ndole ilikuwa offside manze.
Yeah.
It was a boot. I mean, for Andrew to actually do that, it tells you this guy he's not focused on playing football.
No, I don't think he is.
These are things.
I don't think he is.
I don't see him going to watch NBA. So I don't even know what this nigga does.
That's what comes in when you buy a player from Ajax or Manu, especially Manu, when you buy a player more than 80 and then you give him like 200 a week. Yeah. That guy will go mad. Yeah. And on top of that, kuna bonuses, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Kuna
Mad bonuses.
Hapa na pale. So when the guy akifika Manu ako like, anyway, me I'm just here for vibes.
In the future, man.
Vibes and
I'm
inshallah.
saying Brazil uko in the doldrums
And
uko.
inshallah. And you see, kuna so many good Brazilian players. Kuna this one that was bought, Real wa team ulinunua. So humbled. Nimesahau jina yake. He scored in the when England was playing Brazil at the friendly.
Hendrick.
Yeah.
So if you compare, well, naweza sema both are good in terms of talents, but si sana. But lifestyle pia, just focus on the football. Achana na hizi zingine.
Yeah.
Do you see talent in Anthony apart from spinning?
Hey. Well,
Good question.
naweza sema talent iko.
Yeah.
But it's not yet out. Talent iko.
Do you think it will take Ten Hag to get it out? Because
Not
now
just Ten Hag.
this is the second season now.
Yeah, this is the second season. I think
Yeah.
it's going to take more than Ten Hag.
Yeah.
The striking coach, Benny McCarthy, the assistant Steve McLaren, kila mtu, even if it means bringing mental health.
Abeode.
Ambiwe bro,
Yeah.
tunacheza ball hapa.
Yeah.
Showbiz unaweza piga after game. I mean uko tu hapo 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So ingine upige.
Yeah.
But hiyo showbiz usipige
Yeah.
sana. Yeah.
So Mazi Anthony, man, dropping stinkers, but you know, as Arsenal fans, we love it as rivals, but objectively as football fans, you want to see a guy who's worth that much, doing much more, not just spinning around and being accused of beating girlfriends and stuff, and cupping his ears against Coventry City.
Whining. Kitu kidogo.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that he has learned from Bruno.
Yeah, it's,
If you have a captain like Bruno,
and I think those two are friends. I think Bruno and Anthony are real friends.
Mi sina shida na complaining. You complain, you see the results.
yeah. If you complain and you perform on the pitch, then it's something else altogether.
Because kuna watu husema ati Bruno is such an act. Bruno anaweza gongwa, ametegwa, tumuona ametegwa ankle, and then he'll just do this on the head, angalia mpaka kadamu inatoka.
Ikawa pigwa risasi.
Tumekugonga mguu bro, tumeona umegongwa mguu, huko chini.
Kichwa ni ya nini?
Kichwa ni ya nini?
Ndio ujue Bruno is such an actor. If you remember COVID times, there's a time alikanyaga Konsa Aston Villa. Alikanyaga Konsa, Manu akapoa penalty
Away Villa Park.
You remember?
I do.
He actually stepped on Konsa and United got a penalty.
Yeah.
Because
It made
of
it
how
look
he
like
was
Andy
acting.
Amekanyango. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yo.
dude, bro.
Is it like karma paying back now?
And Ahmad did the same yesterday. He stepped on Partey and fell down.
No. Okay.
I honestly feel Ahmad, he actually had he stamped on Partey. His foot was, his leg was like on the ground. Ahmad was running towards the ball. So he stepped on Partey and fell down.
Oh yeah, I recall that one. Yeah, he did.
And he was trying to call. He's trying to convince the
call
ref
for a penalty. Yeah. That
and
would
I'm
have
like,
been.
come on, bro. This is
that
in
was-
the era of VR, and this is Poltieni. Probably it's because it was at Old Trafford, so you have the odds of getting a penalty a bit high.
Yeah.
And probably you have been told, you guys just do something at the box. The referee might be convinced because the fans are going to influence the
very
decision
much.
of the ref.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it would have been a pen, that one. But holistically though, Ten Hag, people are calling for his head. So many fans. Others are like, no, we give him time. Us as rival fans, we're like, yes, we want him to stay for banter. But also holistically, also we want him to stay because he has not been given time yet. And I mean, a proper structure to work with, because he met, weaker structure at Manchester.
Structure there.
Yeah. Now you are mnaanza kuitengeneza sasa.
From the top
Yeah.
to bottom, it was
dead when he came in.
vibes.
Now, you getting in like in Ashworth,
Omar Berada.
getting that guy. So do you think now when you have that, maybe you might do better transfer business? Do you still think Ten Hag should be given some time? I'm a fucking man will let Gareth Southgate, which is what rival fans want.
yeah.
Wewe nani?
Gareth Southgate. Southgate yule wa England.
Okay,
He's a favorite for Sir Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah. Huo ndo si tunataka.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe ameona of all others, Gareth Southgate is the guy to save Manchester United. Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think Ten Hag should, say goodbye? Ama mtaharibu career yake by the way. Kuna hiyo pia.
Yeah.
Mtaharibu career yake as Manchester. You have an knack of doing that. Do you think he should stay, see what he will do in the next 1 year, or say fuck it? He's starting afresh.
Me, I'm even telling everyone who is having that conversation with me, don't say time. When you say time, you mean like 5, 4, 3 years. 1 more
1
season.
year.
And by that 1 more season, I need to see a whole overhaul in the club, starting from huko juu. Okay, huko juu tumeona zimeanza ku-effective.
Yes.
So I believe by having such competent people at the board, we can do business well. Tunaweza acha kuslash money, tunaweza acha kufanya panic buy, because I remember like the signing of Casemiro. That was a week after tumepigwa na
Brentford. Yeah.
Was it
Proper panic buy.
4-0?
Yeah.
I think it was 4-0 ama ni 4-1.
And then some.
Yeah, and Roro was there. Fourth. I remember Ronaldo. He actually laughed. Manze at the fourth goal was like, manze, we can
This is
do
comical,
shit.
bro.
This
And
is
first half.
comical, bro.
Yeah.
So I remember after that defeat, I don't know if it's true. Kuna some tweets zilienda viral, and then Casemiro telling Fred, "Don't worry, I will solve this."
Yeah.
So that was a panic buy.
Yeah.
That was a panic.
Yeah,
buy.
that was a proper panic buy.
Yeah, that was a proper panic buy. So I think tunaweza acha kufanya panic buys, tunaweza kuwa competent, tunaweza enda like even okay. But one thing I believe tuko na good scouting, because the same scouts are the one who identified Haaland. The same scouts ndio wali identify
Hoyland.
No, yeah,
Ama Amazon Haaland.
yeah.
I'm a poor man's Haaland. Go.
Yes. The same people, or rather the scouts, ndio identify Alvarez. So the scouts are coming back with the news, they're telling the board, and then the board are like, no, we need ready-made players. So you see, so hapo kwa do, and then hapo kwa coaching, I think there's something wrong. Kwanza nyinyi mlituuzia, wewe nani mlituuzia huyo?
O'Driscoll.
Si unasema mko na scouting mzuri? Si mliscout O'Driscoll?
Huyo daktari hapa
Ndio mliscout.
Akomboka mbaya.
Akomboka.
How can we have a backline, a different backline?
He's coming to sort of the mess that he's found there. It will take some time.
Maybe hata be I'm here even to carry all the pain. Ya watu wa Manu. Bro, there's no way you want to tell me tunaweza compete for top 4 and you're using a different 35 different backlines.
Formations.
14 in the league.
Yeah.
14 partnerships.
Amrabat as a left back.
Yeah, at some point. That was his first time akicheza as a left back.
Amrabat as a left back. So I think tukimpatia time, because hata nilikuwa nasikia jana vile tulipigwa na Arsenal. Alikuwa anasema you can't have a good team when you're using different players in the key position. Na I believe alikuwa anasema center back. Because I'll start with you guys. You can't win the league when you're playing Tomiyasu center back next week, Ben White.
Yeah, it can't work.
Saliba Gabriel.
Yeah.
That's a key.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia City kitambo, it was Company and who? Kuna tu ile formidable partnership.
Yeah.
Siku zetu kulikuwa na Vidic,
Rio.
So that was, so saizi naweza sema as much as pia tunaweza sema ni injuries, sometimes uwezi tu fanya decisions because you're doing decisions. A good example was the Chelsea game. Me, I love the way Arteta is managing your team.
Yeah.
The good way to defend sometimes is to attack. You're leading 2-1. Go on and add the third. Acha kutoa sijui umetoa Ganacho, umeleta Kambwala.
I love that guy.
Wacha.
I love that guy.
Wacha tupigwe tukijua tulistick na information at least na tulijaribu. But sasa unatoa Ganacho 2-1 dakika 75. Na tuko away. Unatoa Ganacho sijui unatoa Dalo, tunaweka Kambwala, umeweka Evans. No, he doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work like that. Garnacho, man, I feel like he's living off that overhead kick, bro.
Yeah.
Has he done much since then? Because kayo game yetu jana, well, alikuwa jaribu kukatin, but zote wayward shots, off target. Sometimes you feel like maybe ange pass. Yeah, a bit, I don't know, poor decision making. But then again, the dude is still a teenager. But still.
For Garnacho, Garnacho can play football when it's one-touch football. When I give you the ball and I make the run, and you pass it to me. But now when you leave me to run with the ball and you're running towards Saliba and Ben White, hey, bro,
it's a problem.
Hey, you have to be Hulk for you to actually negotiate those two guys.
Yeah.
But when Garnacho and Rashford are playing, you can tell them they have some sort of synergy. They can actually play those two touches haraka. But when you have the ball and you want to run, and this is the problem that I think Poch has been able to deal kidogo with Chelsea. And I was being told kitambo, and we had a coach back in Limuru. He was telling us, you cannot overrun the ball. Pass the ball, make space, and run. But now when you want to run with the ball the whole pitch, that's why it's a team with 10 on-field players and a goalie. So who atatu kukimbia tu na ball, uende tu ufunge bao.
Yeah.
For glory, because it's United. Alafu ndo kalie hapo stands. Ute Kobe Maino.
Na Hoyland.
Bro,
and you're not Messi.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Learn to pass the ball to the most available player, ama the player who is on space, and make the run. But if you want to run with the ball, sasa unaenda wapi?
Right. Against now those defenders
and
you're mentioning.
Defenders who are doing their bits. I know like someone like Ben White, he's a good defender, but his story is as good on a Sunday. So if you're going to play Ben White,
yeah,
on a
good
Sunday,
luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. I mean, for Manchester United, there's only so much you can say. Moving forward now, guys, you need to get in. Guys, you need to get out. How long do you think that will take for you guys before you get yourself to competitive positions now? Considering also how teams like Arsenal like wako 2 signings away from being like a complete team. Yeah. Man City wako complete. Yeah. Liverpool, they are not complete, but they are not like that far away like you guys.
Yes.
How far away do you think you guys are?
Before I even answer your question, I think I'll go back to his point hapo kwa Garnacho. Yesterday I was pissed at Garnacho. He's making the runs well. Kuna time alifola, I don't know if it's nani Tomiyasu na sijui nani. Wote wakaenda huku, then akabaki na space ya kukati.
Benoit na Saka.
Oh yeah. The second half I think.
And then the calling effort sijui ya kuona ama Maino amfunze hizi vitu, like alipiga tu hata bila kuangalia. So I think at the end of the day tunajua you have pace, we know you can run, we know unaweza kimbiza like my defenders, but we need the end product. Either you pass. So I think Garnacho ajui when to pass, when to shoot, when to stop running, bado. But for him, sina shida naye.
Because he's young, He's 18?
Yeah, he's 18.
He's 18, yeah.
Yes,
so the ceiling is high.
And then hapo kwa signings, we need a proper overhaul. Wow.
That will take some.
If I can give you my players when naweza taka waende, to be honest. Na najua itashtua watu, by the way.
Might be a first 11, might be an 11 this one. He inaweza kuwa to 11.
Nasema Rashford.
Ooh. Rashidi, your own product.
Yes. I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm tired of
academy.
Academy bana. Mazini kasi kusema you're tired of soccer.
Bana.
That's unfathomable.
Well, people come and go.
Yeah, for sure.
And he has to know no one is bigger than the club.
No one
is ever bigger than the club.
All right.
So Rashford, in brackets, if you get a good fee.
Okay.
A good fee, I mean, okay, 70, 75, or rather, Simbaya. Then, who else? Scott. He has been scoring some good,
Yeah. He's
some clutching goals of late.
Yeah.
So Scott has to go.
Goddamn, for real.
Scott has to go.
Yeah.
Not that you mentioned Scott. What is his favorite number? Where do you think Scott can play as his favorite number? You know, like for Rashford, he can play well from the wings, right?
Yeah.
On the left.
Yeah.
Number ya Scott ni gani? Because I normally see him being deployed midfield. Sometimes you'll see him playing uko mbele ka number 10, making those late runs.
Yeah.
Number ya Scott inakuwaga gani? Because this is a boy, you can tell he has
The passion and stuff.
He has the passion, but football nowadays it's calling for
passion merchant.
More than that.
Yeah, he's just a passion merchant in it. But anyway, kwa hiyo swali, I think naweza sema it depends with who you play as your CDM. If you play someone like Declan Rice as your CDM, then I think Scott can have that freedom of playing as a 8 together with a 10. But you 8 10, just give him the freedom to run in the box because you've seen of late.
Yeah, he knows how to make those.
Mwambie tu aende.
Yeah.
Because yani midfielder ako na hiyo instinct ya striker. So mwache acheze 8 but aende pia. Aende. But if you make him stick huko atapiga huko mastinkers ata kuna game alipotea wewe. Was it the Liverpool League game? Scott alipotea.
Missing in action.
So I think Scott akicheza 8 with the freedom of going mbele, so that can work. But again, that doesn't change my mind. He has to go. I'm sorry to say this one, Bissaka has to go. He's a good player, but not
Spider-Man. Hey, man, at all our favorite players, bana.
So that's a person who understands the DNA of Man. You get? So Bissaka has to go. Casemiro definitely. Varane.
For Casemiro to go, he'll probably just like cancel his contract.
Yeah, because he's on 2 years.
He's on 2 years.
Actually 2 years.
Yeah, but I think Saudi comes calling, and this is where Saudi actually is good. So Saudi can he's a 4-time Champions League winner.
Yeah, but they want as a idea hapo.
That's what you guys bought. You guys bought
Champions League. Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is for a team, even a team like Tottenham, to sign Casemiro from us? You can't give Casemiro 350 with such performances.
Yeah,
350 is a lot. So Casemiro has to go. Varane one more season. Who else? Uko mbele. Martial definitely is going. Anaenda.
Favorite bana.
Anaenda.
Bakisheni ataka ni mmoja.
Who else?
Next Thierry Henry.
Ata activate Ballon d'Or.
Bana, utaki your close even. Man, we are so ready for that. Acha huo.
Say realistic. Say realistic. Unajua at the end of the day tunaangalia tu reality hapa hivi. Haiwezi. It's not.
I fucking love it.
Who else? Donny van der Beek. Wow.
Wait.
Holy cow.
He's on loan.
Where?
Oh, he's still a United player.
Is it Frankfurt? Yeah, Frankfurt.
Oh, Frankfurt. Ni Frankfurt.
What?
Oh my God.
Even though nilishtuka like a week ago when I was just going through the squad, I'm like, because I believe when the season is over now, like when the players are coming in, whether you're on loan or what,
you come back.
What? So I was like, hey, Van der Beek, okay. Okay. Sancho, okay. So, Greenwood.
Oh,
but Pelestri.
Wait. Greenwood bado kwa in your books?
Yeah, he's still a United player.
Okay.
Still a United player.
You're mkashin basi.
We have Pelestri. Kuna watu wengi sana wakwenda. So I just
Pelestri lakini amjumpia enough time, man. Ama kuna story time. I think you might have to keep some of those guys for the rebuilding.
Yeah.
But between either Ahmad or Pelestri, believe me, one of them has to go.
Yeah.
Ahmad or Pelestri, one of them has to go. Anthony. Yeah. Anthony.
No, Anthony is going nowhere.
Anthony's not going anywhere. Anthony's not going
anywhere. Ten Hag.
Anthony
Ataka alimuita bold fraud. Is it really muita bold fraud ama ni another media thing?
Kwa group ya WhatsApp.
Alamsi akasnitch.
Huko kunakuwa na masnitches bana. Huko ndiko kulikuwa na masnitches wala snitch kwa dressing room venye watu wakana score balls. Maze bana. What's up with that, man?
I think just to save on time, I think 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
2 or 3 seasons. I think I'm patient enough.
Yeah.
Kama nimekaa 2013 bila ile real glory. Achana na hii ya KFA hapa Europa kuna ile
League ama Champions League. Yeah.
So I think 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Getting players, good players for the right amount of money.
Yeah.
Staki 2030 to sign Saka.
Akienda nini retire.
So unaona. Sasa hiyo ndio tabia mlikuwa nayo.
Love to finesse mbaya.
William I think William akitoka Chelsea kuja.
Ilikuwa ushenzi ilikuwa adu by the way.
David Luiz,
Even the contracts that we were giving them are stupid contracts.
Just weird.
Kina Cedric Suarez.
very weird.
Imagine.
Man.
You see, like that's why I wanted to ask, because look at Arsenal, bado tuko na Deadwood. I mean, you have come so far.
Like 7 players.
Tuko na
7 players on the
Cedric,
books. Yeah.
tuko na El Neni. Guys who have not yet left. Tuko na nani? Okay, I don't want to call Kiaria Deadwood, but he's also another guy who needs to leave.
Yeah,
and we are like in the 4th year ya Arteta.
Hapo correction, hapo con Kiaria. Semea mbali.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. Again, you're number 14.
Itabidi amepeana.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, so
Kuna Tini has to go.
Oh, Tierney is still on loan, by the way.
But Tierney, speaking of Tierney, did you see he had an interview sometimes this week, and he actually accepted the reason why he was dropped. He said he understands why the manager did what he did, because normally you'll find some guys they'll talk out of spite. Oh, you know, we had a bad relationship. He said, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tierney, now that's a class act.
Yeah.
It was like, at that point, I could not play the way he wants me to play. And of course, when you tell Tierney to invert, he can't invert better than Zini.
No, he can't.
And I was like, okay, this is a good lad. Even because he was saying he gets messages from Arsenal fans.
Oh.
Whenever he plays at La Liga,
Yeah.
guys are like, hey, we still follow you.
Yeah.
So he was like, I love it that these guys actually there's some sort of relationship, a good relationship between him and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Even though he
left.
Yeah.
It's good to see. It's good to see. I still love. I have no bad blood between me and Tierney. It's not like sika msika Koscielny. Chikio baga wakati ilienda ati natoa shati ya Arsenal hivi na ati ya Bordeaux.
Lauren Koscielny.
Fuck that dude. Na yeye anafanyanga bado nilikuwa the most traumatizing moment as an Arsenal fan.
Mimi hata speaking.
Alikuwa captain akienda.
Speaking of Tierney, there was a time ya COVID. Hey, I will never forget that game. Aston Villa versus Arsenal at the Emirates. Sijui alikuwa anajaribu kufanya ama sijui
miguu zikagongana.
I was
loving it.
Kind comical and embarrassing at the same time.
Alafu ile time yenye sasa tunasukuma City tukaanza number 2, but ni ile number 2 tunajua okay hatuwezi beba, but acha sasa ndo
mimi hata mlisukuma chochote kweli.
Number 2 na 14 points sijui ilikuwa 20.
Yo, mlikuwa na 81 points, walikuwa na
95 huko.
Walikuwa na 81 ama walikuwa na 75?
Wakiwa Centurions nani walikuwa number 2? It's not you guys.
Ni sisi.
Chelsea. Because nakumbuka ile time mlikuwa na 81 when you finished second, mlikuwa na 81 sijui alikuwa na
mbali.
Those days tulikuwa kama nyinyi. Oh, nishikie. So there's a time Liverpool was playing Southampton away. And walipiga Liverpool vibaya sana, by the way. We were like, yes, wamepiga Liverpool. So tukapiga Liverpool tukaenda number 2. Na tulikuwa tunajua hiyo number 2 hapo hatutoki. Na tukatoka number 3 ilikuwa It was United, sindio?
Yes. That season they had 100 points. You had 81.
Fabian Delph was the bald guy.
Kutoka Villa. 19 points. Amko mna push.
Hapo hata na running.
Na.
Hapo kuna running. Sina kwambia sisi tulikuwa tunajichocha, but deep down.
Yeah, because somehow you found yourself there. Just like how we did. Is it last season? Somehow, bro, tuko number 1, man. Na unajua tukianza tuko hapa.
How many nights on top of the table?
247.
Speaking of top of the table, ilikuwa niwakumbushe kitu, by the way. I don't know if the fans will notice. You see this like these Arsenal fans. Vile ilikuwa, let me say Feb after me recover. No, hata si Feb. Mid-January after me recover from the Fulham defeat. You guys were lonely at the top. Meza ni yetu. Kuna some phrases nimeacha kusikia because you know,
What is happening at the back?
Moto.
Ndovu.
Huko nyuma tu De Bruyne. Pep anapumua nyuma yenu.
Bring down our necks.
Yeah.
But let me tell you one thing. Sorry, Nyaassh. Let me tell you one thing. There's nothing which excites me more than Arsenal fans saying, Ndovu imekalia meza. It's so exciting. We have forced the world to have Arsenal in the conversation in such a short time.
Yeah.
Turnaround imekuwa so quick that guys are like, Arsenal is no longer the pushover. You will talk about Arsenal in August and in May.
Yeah.
Mpende msipende Ndovu ikuwe juu ama iko
Bado to go in the conversation.
Go in the conversation.
Yeah.
It's so me inanibamba sana. It's because from the pits to a point where yani we're not even thinking of Liverpool being in the running.
Yeah. It's the first time in 25 years tumekopeleka league to the last day where any slip ups will be there to capitalize.
Yeah.
First time I think since 1998. I think it has to be 1998 when we won it, I think.
Yeah.
So it's huge progress for the Arsenal.
Speaking of that season, today when I was like preparing nikuja hapa, I was seeing some stats. I think it was Sky Sports. That season, mlimaliza league, mlibeba league with 4 games to spare. And the first game was Arsenal versus Everton. And who scored 2 goals? Marco Vermars. Marco Vermars scored 2 goals. Was it Highbury? Ilikuwa Highbury. So I think it's true. So that's the first time mapeleka league to the after such a long time.
Yeah, man. So it's
good job.
It's big progress. And of course now, like I wanted to mention earlier, I wanted to ask you about when we were talking about solidity at the back and not having many formations and many changes.
Yeah.
Saliba, Gabriel, which is I think is it 32 games now?
Yep.
Out of which is 37.
Yeah.
32 out of 37.
Yeah.
Having the two as a duo.
Yeah.
That is super key, bro.
You want your center backs to play all the games.
Yeah.
You want them to play all the games. Because getting that partnership is the most important thing. And I think you're saying we have 8 players in our first 11 who have played more than 30 games.
Dope. That's exactly what you want.
That's exactly our fitness levels this season. They've been over the moon.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what you want, because when you're changing a system, you have to accommodate a player. We played with Kiwior. He was a bit shaky, then he came and picked it up.
Yes.
And Kiwior mpaka anapigia Martinelli assist. Yani
bro, I think alipiga no look.
Ilikuwa no look,
alipiga no look.
And Martinelli akafinish.
Hiyo ni mursik gani bwana? That was fantastic.
If you want that solidity at the back, those players, they have to keep playing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And you hope that they don't get the injuries.
Yeah.
Even when because if you look at Ben White, he's been playing with a strapped knee in training.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you look at all our training.
Oh yes.
Videos,
Yeah.
He has his knee strapped.
Yeah.
You can tell there's an issue, but he's still playing.
Yeah.
Because these top players, they always want to keep playing. Mi nasikia sijui Bruno ameumia mkono. You're like, okay, fine. Okay, it's okay. But there are players last season Ben White played with an ankle injury. All through.
Yes.
All through. Because he wants to keep playing and he knows this is the back line. I'm part of this fort.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss out of this game, because players love playing football. If you don't love playing football,
then what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And that solidity at the back has been, bro, like I was telling you, conceding 8 goals since January.
That's in how many games? Is this 17?
17 games.
8.
We have conceded 8 goals since the turn of the year.
Yeah.
Wow.
That tells you one thing. That number one, Arteta has done so much job, a lot of work.
Yeah.
Our set pieces coach Nikolayova. That guy
deserves
is a
lot
wizard.
Of plaudits, bro.
That guy is a wizard.
Yeah.
It tells you there's so many things that are happening behind the scenes that people just don't see. Because those guys, we just see either training vids.
Yeah.
Then we come and see the match day
itself. Yeah.
But now what is happening at Sober Reality Grounds, bro?
We're cooking.
We're cooking, man.
It's lovely to see. I wanted to go back to United a little bit and nilikuwa nimesahau kuuliza hii. Bruno Rashford. What happened? Are they being kept for the FA Cup final or what's up?
Not really. Hata si yao peka. I think I'll add 2 more players on your list. Luke Shaw and Licha.
Yes.
Lisandro.
Because Licha got back to training during the week.
Yeah. So Bruno has never missed a game because
Yeah.
of injury.
Yeah.
So this is the second time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Alimisia Palace. And before that, if you notice, he was playing with I don't know if it's a broken wrist, broken finger, or like the whole broken hand. You'll notice hiyo kitu game ya Sheffield. Yeah. From there, like, vile tu alikuwa anaoperate kwa kiwanja, I was like, just give him a rest. Ovichio sina shida nayo. On the other hand, Rashford, I love the injury. Like wacha tu arrest sasa.
Yeah.
Wacha akae huko ajirecollect tuone ni atarudi afanye. I think aliumia game ya Burnley if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
He was stretched off au ni wawili. Luke Shaw, unfortunately for Luke Shaw,
What happened? You got a setback or what?
setback on injury. Na ilikuwa rudi wiki at least to training vizuri. At least tena mumia muscle ama yawa jamani bwana. Lisandro Martinez is not that fit, but just keep him fresh for the FA Cup final. We need him hata kama hatutashinda.
Yeah.
But we need the stability
Again,
huko.
damage limitation, lose with dignity.
Yes, so to me
Lose with dignity.
Bandits all over.
do you know Mimi after the Palace game, like on paper we had 3 games remaining to finish the season. To me it was one, the Arsenal game. I don't care what happens at Newcastle, I don't care what happens at Brighton. I was only focusing at Arsenal. Then go to Wembley.
You guys haven't played Derby yet.
No.
We have played
That's the last game.
The last game.
yeah,
That's the last game.
You're about to be taught some football.
At Amex. Lakini Brighton bana.
Amex.
Yeah,
and Old
the
Trafford
Amex.
they cooked us.
Okay.
Old Trafford they cooked us, I don't know, 3-1.
Oh.
Hey,
Some topic was
cutbacks mbili.
A dingra, bro.
Yo, Pedro. Saa Amex ilikuwa malizia kupika.
Ndio maana nasema mimi huko.
Oh, ushamaliza hiyo shughuli.
Huko sasa unaona hizo game mbili.
Yeah.
Ni kama I do some cleaning kwa nyumba and then I notice pale kuna vumbi. Wacha nitoe. Sijali because
Done and dusted.
because hata ukiniuliza hiyo Europa.
Utaki?
Staki.
Conference League Simba. Nasikia ngani nzuri.
Asi huko sasa ndo tunaleta nini?
Akina Kamboala huko ndiko wataenda wacheze.
Kwanza huko ndo tunaenda kwanza sasa niwaambie. Huko ndo tunaenda na tunaleta every European trophy at Old Trafford.
Like I don't think you'll make it to the Conference League.
I don't the worst ni
I don't think you will. Because now you have to get to 7th at least. Chelsea wako above you 3 points. So you have a game in hand, but you have a worse GD.
negative.
Oh, imerudi back to negative.
Alaska, bro. The temperatures are cold.
Ouch.
Negative.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Bad, bro.
Mna survive haja.
But that's my team.
Yeah.
That's my team. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Beating you guys 8-2.
That was a I actually thought it would revenge of that shit, but fucking hell.
That's a long time ago, but
It's,
if you think about it, this is the thing about Man United.
Yeah.
They got Rasmus Højlund with I think 9 goals at Atlanta
yeah.
whole season, bro.
Yeah.
So you've gotten a player who has scored 9 goals to come and give you 25 goals the whole season.
Yeah.
If you look at Arsenal, people keep saying this is Gary Neville, Carragher. Arsenal needs they need a 30 goal kind of player. No problem. I will also want to have that kind of player.
Yeah.
But you look at the goal distribution amongst us. It's
fantastic.
Crazy. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You look at the goal distribution at United, then you wonder, okay, fine. So where's Rasmus? I think he has 8 goals or 9
Top
goals.
scorer wetu ni midfielder wewe.
They scored, hey.
Scott.
He has 12. But you wonder, okay, fine. You were there, and he had a very rocky start to the season.
Yes.
And us guys we were just bantering him.
Absolutely. We loved calling him a flop. But it only was like how you've said, 9 goals. And people are saying he's having a bad season. Someone was saying like he's not having a bad season. That's his
him.
standards.
That's his level.
That's his level. You're asking someone who has never bagged like 15 goals to come and bag 20.
But on
You're on the level yake.
But on his defense, you can't be a goal scorer week in week out when you have incompetent wingers like Garnacho.
But you're being cooked by Bruno, who has created the most chances.
Yeah.
He has 4 goals with no assist. He's created 4 goals by himself.
Who? Højlund.
So
He's
imagine
a forward. You're supposed to create. Henry used to get goals. Remember the goal Henry scored against Spurs? He got the ball from the center.
Yeah.
And
Let's not try to use that yardstick on Højlund. Tutamaliza.
but you see,
but you get the point.
Haaland only has assists, except penalties. Every other goal he has.
Imepikwa.
I think I'll give you guys a good example of Crystal Palace. The current Crystal Palace squad. Mateta is banging goals.
For fun.
Thanks to who? The wingers, Olise and Eze.
Yeah.
So this week Anthony starts.
And Michael, the left back also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this week Anthony starts for Manu, dropped. Ahmad hajaanza game mingi. Kuna Rashford, Garnacho. So kuna ile link up play enye bado. Juu kuna ile enye Mateta can make a run. Na juu if I make a run, just one single run.
Eze ataniona.
And you see what Nani did, Tony Kroos did to that pass.
Vini Junior. Yeah.
Sijui alifull watu alikuwa na point huku, then he just did a single pass.
Yeah.
So kuna ile connection bado of which naweza mpatia season he's 22 or 1, probably 2 seasons.
So this begs the question.
Yeah.
Do you guys train?
Yeah, we train.
So if you're training, I'm supposed to know Hoyland makes his run this way, and yet you know Hoyland, his aerial superiority.
Yes.
He can bang goals. Why don't you play crosses?
They can't have one Bissaka crossing. He can't cross to save his life. That's something else.
Mbona like this two married people waliachana. Communication.
They can't communicate, bro.
Then do it in the training ground. Just tell the wingers cross the balls to Hoyland.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Ndio Namboagwa get the ball to Bukayo Saka as fast as possible. He's going to take on his man.
Yeah.
His pass goal.
Just do it. Just do it. The way he took on the goal for Bayern.
Yeah.
Emirates.
Yeah.
Get the ball to your right, bring it to your left, shimmy, bang the goal. Because he does this each and every day in the training grounds and on the pitch.
Yeah.
So when Hoyland is not scoring, and it's because he's not being assisted, that is you wonder, okay, so who is supposed to assist him?
Yeah.
Is it Rashford? Is it Garnacho?
Yeah.
Is it Anthony? Is it
Onana?
Ahmad? What is happening?
Onana.
Hey, 1-9.
One to the nine, bro.
But I think it's because we don't have a clear style of play.
Yeah.
You don't have a philosophy.
Sijui ni
You
counter.
don't have a philosophy.
I don't know. Sijui.
don't have
But
one.
on the philosophy side, I don't blame Ten Hag as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's working with a makeshift team.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's up to him or it's the injuries or what. Just the whole chop and change that is happening at the club.
Yeah.
You can't have like kuna like 8 guys for us who have played 30 plus matches. Now, if you have that at Manchester United, maybe now you'd be having... If you had that and you don't have a style now, that's a problem.
That's a
Now
problem.
that's a mistake.
But you
Ten Hag
don't
is
have
doing.
that.
Yeah.
The mistake.
Good beautiful video
Yeah.
explains it. How the transition is not working because we have no defenders.
Yeah, at Man United.
But still,
Don't push up.
I'm
So
not,
there's a gap between the midfielders and the defenders.
Yeah.
I don't mean to criticize my gaffer, but I was seeing a video, sijui ni ya nani on TikTok, he was saying, yes, you have injuries. But remember the days of Van Gaal? That's when we had Bodwick Jackson,
Schweinsteiger.
Paddy McNair, like Otototo Academy. Sawa basi, you know we have injuries. Bring them and force them to do whatever I want to do. I'm the boss here.
Yeah.
I am the boss. You get to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
So I think for him, Amelegea, like, I don't have this first 11, so I can't try whatever I want to achieve at United.
Yeah.
So that's a mistake he's doing.
I agree.
That's a clear mistake he's doing. Just go to Wengia to Academy. Bring Hariamas.
Yeah.
Try him at left back. I'm
Yeah.
tired of seeing Bisaka there. That lot is quite fair. Ako fair enough.
Jaribu, yeah.
But Bisaka, enda huko, chukua Hariamas. Umesama Hoyland is having like akona some weird games. Go out there, bring Omari Foson, train. I'm training. Plus, you know a good thing about these academy players, and you can know like mnaweza kubaliana. They bring that fight.
Yeah.
Kuna ile fight out watu upeana.
Because those ones will fight for the badge.
Yes, they fight
Good
for the
one.
badge and they want to fight for that number.
Yeah.
And the time also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see when Mino broke through.
Yeah.
When Garnacho broke through. Lakini hao wengine wakala.
Yeah, oh my God, too.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like Ten Hag, because severally tukiongea kuhusu Manchester United on radio,
Yeah.
I've asked, why? So every time it's Johnny Evans Casemiro, that does not work. As in tushaona, right?
Yeah.
Clearly.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So you're on fumes here. You're actually crawling on the ground.
Yeah.
Why not try someone from the academy? Are you trying to say like academy yenu haina mse unaweza like take a chance with?
Yeah.
And that's what he's saying. And I don't know why he's not doing that.
But at least he tried it with Kambola and he proved it in the game at Liverpool.
But why
Yeah.
didn't he play him yesterday? Because
Match fitness, I guess. He was back from injury.
Alikuwa injured.
but he's on the bench. This is it about football that I think people are supposed to understand. The moment you've been cleared to be on the bench, you've
you
been
are fit.
cleared to play because they've studied you.
Yeah.
'Cause you remember when we were watching the All or Nothing? They measure so many things for you to be cleared. There's a time El Neni, his cholesterol level was up by I think 2%, and was told you have to bring it down. You have to bring it down. So for these guys to be cleared to be on the bench, the management and the trainees and everyone, they said you are good to play.
Yeah.
Why don't you play Kamboala as a center back and push Casemiro in the middle, or actually say, okay, fine, Casemiro, we've seen you cannot play in the middle, you cannot play as a center back. Kakiti.
Yeah.
But then you bring Kamboala later on to actually prove, so you can play.
Yeah.
Then why? Because the schoolboy mistakes Casemiro was doing is because he's not a defender.
Yeah, he's
Kamboala angekuwa shapanda juu.
Most likely would have.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Because he has the brains of a defender.
Yeah.
But now you put Kamboala kiti, then when Casemiro is not playing the way he's supposed to play, you're like, okay, number one is not a defender.
Sijua kuna uoga gani.
Yeah. I mean, he has tried to give young guys a chance. Yeah. It's not like he hasn't. He has tried Kobe. Garnacho maintain you like a proper guaranteed starting slot, but at the back we are being ravaged. Would have wanted to see him do a bit more.
Sijui tena anaogopa nini. You remember when he bought Casemiro? Casemiro alika yes.
Conspiracy theory. I think there's somebody in the back room, like somebody from the board, like somebody who's been hired by the board, who has to like tick the minutes for the biggest earners.
Like how wacheze hivi.
Because when Casemiro was brought in, he was fit, he was straight from winning the Super Cup. No injury, like mbona ako bench? I think for the first 2 games Casemiro alikuwa anaanza bench.
Yeah, nakumbuka hiyo stuff. Yeah.
But when he picked, that's it. That is it.
Yeah,
so sijui anaogopa nini. Now the guy was from winning the Super Cup. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know
Madrid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that Manchester United. I mean, every time we do a podcast, Manchester United takes the bulk of it. But I'm not hating it. I actually love it. So let's wind up with it. Now, jana tulikosa kunyeshea wase kwa mabao. Mvua ikasema, hii lazima nianguke hapa. Bro, kamenyesha.
I've seen your video when I was in the matatu coming. I was like, wewe.
Kumenyesha bro.
Umeka green screen huku. Alafu wewe. That was good.
But
that was good.
How embarrassing is that? Because honestly, that's embarrassing. I mean, you have seen to show another video before. I think this is the second time. To show another video before. Yeah, it's leaking Old Trafford. But sasa hii bro, this was imekuwa broadcast like everywhere for everyone to see, bro.
Yeah.
Alikuwa shajitoa hiyo time.
Yeah.
But he arrived like 5 hours before the game.
But hakuwa kumeanza kunyesha.
The skies were blue, bro.
It was looking
exactly. So kukinyesha Radcliffe was not. I'm sure hata ameona hizo video kwa social media ama Sky Sports.
Tumechoma.
But how terrible is that though, to be having a roof like that leaking your design, away changing rooms nasikia pia zinanyesha.
Mbaya.
Whatever Ronaldo was saying akwa vindicated sasa.
Not only the Old Trafford, even the gym. The equipments when Ronaldo was leaving 2009, the equipments are still the same.
They're the same. And kila kitu you expect to compete
even the goalpost. Unajua mimi nakuanga keen kuangalia hadi like training sessions za Man U. Do you know kuna time unaona kuna this movable posts, kuna zingine bro zina hadi tires za kusukuma, and it makes me like
that explains
okay, si chomi sana but
no, choma haribu. This is where you have to say that like it is, because you're starting afresh now.
So ni rant it all out.
Yeah.
Bro, mimi uboeka tu.
Ukipigwa Nakuru shauri yako.
Yeah. Radcliffe lazima asikie hii message.
Mimi niko na security by the way mtaa. But anyway, to be honest, it shows
it's terrible state.
Do you know kuna stats zilikuwa zinasema if the game was like a 60 ama 70 na hiyo mvua, the game could have stopped.
Yeah, could have been called off.
It was massive because Mali nilijua mvua ni massive, like hapo kwa touchline kwa ni kwa dugout ama kwa entrance hapo kwa tunnel, maji ilikuwa imesimama hapo.
Yeah, there were pools of water.
I mean the infrastructure there.
Arsenal fans with the audacity.
Yeah.
Okay, sisemi mwende na mvua but simkae tu Old Trafford mnyamaze, si mmetupiga.
Old Trafford is falling down. Da 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 da. Ten Hag is a fucking clown. Da 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 da. The Glazers are staying 10 more years. Da 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 da.
Can you imagine that instead of going to just here in Africa to view Victoria Falls, you fly all the way to Old Trafford? Oh my god.
14 falls.
14
falls for their 14 loss of the season.
Niagara Falls bana, it was
create beautiful scenes at Manchester.
Yeah, those are memories that Arsenal fans will never forget. But it's honestly, it's a shame, to be honest. I know Radcliffe sasa anaona barely how terrible, because I also saw an interview, and I think I mentioned this in the previous episode of your podcast. Schwansteiger, did you call your interview Schwansteiger?
Yeah,
akipigwa the overlap.
Oh man.
Aliulizwa hiyo swali na akasema pia unajua sasa ni msee amepiga Bayern kwa another level, ameshinda Champions League. So Bayern of course zao ziko state of the art.
Yako tu sawa.
Alikuja Manchester United na alisema pia alikuwa a bit shocked a little bit.
Yeah.
By not how high class your facilities. Yeah. You should watch that interviews. Ilikuwa ni Gary Neville ama alikuwa anafanya na nani? I think it was Gary Neville.
The overlap ile inakuwa gambaka na right.
So walikuwa wao wawili. Hako na kina right.
And it was kind of a tell it all kind of a interview.
Yeah.
Because bro, he spoke.
Yeah.
He spoke.
So the facilities of Manchester United are bad. They are not good.
But one real fact is, how come Old Trafford has a bigger capacity than Etihad, than Emirates?
Yeah, it was big.
I don't know.
It's the only stadium.
Leaking, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The only
mimi
stadium that's around from the 1940s.
Hawajapiga renovation.
Yeah. The cop zimepigwa.
Yeah.
James.
Let me tell you something else. Also on top of that, I was watching I think 90 minutes leo. Walikuwa live, walikuwa nasema Old Trafford inakuanga wasema mko bumper to bumper. Like uko hapa si kama maybe Emirates ama Etihad kwenye ama Tottenham kwenye kuna ka space kiasi. Pale mko hapa bro.
Msoma ni wine.
Yeah.
Watu wapendane.
Wine.
Watu wapendane.
That happened because of Woodward. He added the VIP seats all around the stadium now.
Also akafinya huko chini.
Makes sense.
Yeah, then that's it.
But so that means Otindo inakoga hidden gem ya stadium I mean there are so many things to see at Oti.
I mean
Honestly
nani pia alimebari haina katikati ya pitch. Yes, also that. Pogba. Na kuna mzee aliwaambia Pogba nyumba yenyewe alikuwa anakaa ndio nani anakaa?
Nani Anthony anaishi kwa nyumba ya Pogba.
Kusha. And you're wondering why Anthony is having such stickers.
Anaishi huko.
Kaa jamaa anazika haina kwa pitch. Unafika kwa nyumba imefanya nini?
But anyway, me to be honest, after your story, after seeing that clip, those images, I was like, at your story, at is renovate because the glory. Wait, that's bullshit, by the way. Let's start from scratch. Tuunde tu kitu kali, by the way.
Because there's those talks of do you move? Walikuwa sema I think you move to a new one ama sijui mu renovate Old Trafford.
Tuende atakata tuchezea Wembley season 3.
Yeah.
Atakuwa na kitu Spurs wamejenga. But now we are one of the biggest teams in the world.
Yeah.
We are one of those teams that has the biggest fan base in the world.
Yeah.
Alafu, imagine if I was trying to put myself in these shoes. Nimetoka Kenya, nimeapply visa kila kitu just to go and watch the big match.
Yeah.
Alafu mimi nanyeshewa.
Yeah.
Mbaya.
Wewe na mzee wako Nairobi no difference. Ile mwe na drop unapigwa nayo.
That rain was so bad hata kama ningekaa hapo na mwavuli bado hiyo mwavuli it was too bad.
But it was heavy. Nilisikia ilikuwa how many millimeters? Is it ilikuwa 3? No, ilikuwa more.
Ilikuwa 3 centimeters in 2 hours.
Exactly. Wow. It only rained for 2 hours.
That's 30 millimeters.
Sasa mali imefika Old Trafford, I'm even scared. Tunapigwa stima ipotee.
Inaweza.
Ama
Juvitu hizo. Unajua it's not wrong actually to think of that. It's fucking possible.
Yeah,
I mean, no one would have thought kutajesha hiyo design and more so hiyo mabati itatoboka hiyo design, no one would have thought. You can't rule out hata mkienda kucheza stima iende ama hata stadium collapse
ama hata mzimesima mkiwa chini.
What hooligans too, man. And you know, speaking of bad facilities, zingine nzandani.
Pilipili anataka black pepper.
Speaking of facilities,
hakuna haja kuweka chili flakes.
But honestly speaking, if you look at how United has been run for the last like 10 years, it's been more of the commercial value business.
Football imesaulika.
We mambo ya ball tafadhali we waacha. We mambo ya ball.
Sisi tunapiga Chevrolet na tulipa 750.
Na tunakulipa 50.
Biasa za komboka ile mtaa.
Mbaya.
Mbona tu one story huko ni New York Stock Exchange imepanda.
United is the most valuable team in the world, our club in the world. Those are the stats they want to see.
Fuck Carrington.
Shauri yenyu.
Yeah.
Unaenda kufanya leg work nini metal azitoshani unavuta hamstring. Unashangaa magoti
mbona. There's a time tulikuwa
tunashangaa. By the way, kwani mnashangaa kwani players wako out for this long?
Hakuna ni hapana hapo na mimi na blame moja.
No. Kama gym ni ya 2010.
Sasa.
Aya.
Look at what Arsenal has invested in sports science. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We have some Indian guy is either I think he's Indian. He's one of the best in the business of sports science. Because if you look at how we've healed Timber, I think there'll be a documentary on how Timber has been his recovery and how quick
it was.
It was.
Yeah.
mtu Manu mkamtoa kati ya ACL bro, that's it.
Hai atapotea.
That's it.
Atapotea kila
Kama
mahali.
Malasia alienda.
Yule alikuwa anaona-
Malasia hatujui alitia nini.
Ako Kenya ama ako wapi?
They were saying Malasia was arrested ama ako jela na kuishi.
You not be surprised. This nigga is in nowhere.
But I find it okay. Just potea kidogo. Lakini yake si
Yake si kidogo ba.
Yake si kidogo. Nakumbuka tu
that was too
akipost
much.
Instagram after karibu avunje Iwobi mguu. That's the last time I remember of Malasia.
Hey, hata tuone picture akiwa kwa gym. Unajua unaona wakiwa recovery, wakikimbia sijui kwa treadmill or something. It's not looking good at Old Trafford, man, especially that scene of the flooding and whatever.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Oh, you are doing the video with this. Au kushika maji?
No.
hiyo
Thank God. Luckily,
It was this.
Yeah.
It was this. Yeah.
Hii ni baridi tu ya kule juu inasikianga. Nothing much.
Oh Lord.
All right. Speak. Yeah.
Just before we move on to the next thing. If you look at what Don Perez has done with Bernabeu, you just look at that pitch is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Then you look at what Spurs they've done. Fulham they've also done. They've renovated the cottage. And now you look at what United and the Rains na mabati na nini.
Yeah.
You start to think of why the club is performing the way they are. You get the reasons.
Yeah.
You don't have to look for reasons. Do you happy? You start seeing the cracks.
Yeah.
This is what is happening. If Bernabeu has been, I think it's not the best stadium in the world. And these guys, they have La Liga already in the bucket. They have
Champions League final might bug the 15th.
Yeah. Mbappe is probably coming.
Yeah.
You understand now where a club is heading.
Yeah.
There's clearly a focus.
Yeah.
You even wonder, okay, fine. So you guys are just vibes, yeah, shirt sales,
Yeah.
Koju.
The disconnect is massive, bro.
It's so you just paper cracks.
Yeah.
You come, mnafunga awaldi Otho, alafu hiyo ina paper hiyo cracks no mnaongea wiki mbili, then start seeing the real things that are happening. Yeah.
It's crazy, man, because now, like you're saying, if you are the most valuable clubs in the world, one among them, angalia your company, right? Your company ni akina Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, we have seen, like he has mentioned, what they are doing with the stadium.
Yeah.
The other one ni akina who? Is it Barcelona?
Hata usiende mbali. Everton. Everton is also doing a good work.
They are renovating their... Yeah, so the disconnect between you guys and the football, it's massive.
It's massive.
Man.
It's massive.
Something needs to happen.
It's massive.
Mimi sijui, I don't know, but hata kama niko focus na biz, juu pia Don Perez ako hivyo. Because that's why alianza hiyo story ya ilikuwa Super League.
Yeah.
Hata anaangalia the commercial side, but si utujali sisi pia mafans.
Yeah, I think for him amefanya both sides. Amefanya the commercial.
He's signing players.
Yeah.
He's having a very good board.
They're winning.
He's building a good stadium.
Yeah.
Tell me who chooses to sign Jose Lu instead of Hurricane.
Madness.
It's madness.
Brains.
And alafu anakama anafanya
Anapiga
anafunga brace to get you to the final.
Semi-finals.
It's madness.
It's
Former
madness.
Stock City. Stock City walikuwa involved sana kwa hiyo semi-final.
Na alikuwa mpaka there was a time he played for Newcastle pia.
Yeah,
Jose Lu, there was a time he played for Newcastle.
Chupomoting pia aliingia for Bayern.
Bana.
And them alikuwa. Is there a footballer who has a better agent than Chupomoting?
Morata.
Oh, Morata, yeah, Kingsley
Coman.
But Chupomoting for Cameroonian.
Yeah.
An African. Sijui PSG, Bayern. Ni wapi amebakisha kwenda Real Madrid?
Bas.
It's
But pia agent of Casemiro, he pulled a fast one. That guy.
kwenda
Because Casemiro sold himself.
Yeah.
He's told Tchouaméni is coming.
going
to be spending less time on the pitch.
alafu United came knocking
it's
you
about
like
time.
And then he was like, I'm getting 350 a week.
for 4 years, bro.
4 years.
Not
bad.
Hadi Modric najua walimuita hadi hii ni Saudi Arabia in London. No, in England. Enda chukua kitu uende. All right, let's focus on Arsenal, right? So Arsenal, we won, we're still top of the league.
Yeah.
But then there is this juggernaut called Manchester City, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, they dispatched Fulham. Gvardiol is moving mad, bro. Kuna msisaya ananisinya kwa ball ni Gvardiol.
Josko is something else.
Bro, he could have even gotten a hat-trick.
Yeah.
A center back playing as a left back.
That shows you what Pep is doing.
It's massive when you think about it. He's coming clutch for them the same way.
Yeah.
Gundogan alikuwa anakuja in the previous seasons.
Yep. And this is what happens at City. Yeah, people are going to talk about 115 charges here. But I like focusing on what is happening on the pitch.
Yeah.
These boys, they are going to play for the badge. more so the maniac of a manager
Yes.
who is actually training them.
Yes.
You look at City. Ake gets an injury and he brings in Walker, a centre back for a centre back.
Yeah.
Proper. Then Josko is told, hey, listen, wewe utapanda huko juu. So clearly this tells you Josko has been training for this, because when in your setup as an opponent, you do not think of how Josko is going to be in your box.
Bana akikatin. Yeah.
You don't do that math.
Yeah.
But Josko right now, the way he's playing, he's cutting in and finishing so coolly. Yani,
Bro.
Confidence iko huko cloud 9.
What is happening?
Like that goal he scored, the brace he scored against Fulham, you can run it back to ile bonge la bao alifunga against Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Proper.
For a guy who started quite badly, because tukianza kumulika kidogo amekam clutch season ikienda kuisha and he's
and you know, for a center back unapatiwa pass, then you do it like mini striker, mini winger, you catch it as if it's nothing, and then you score such kind of a goal.
Yeah,
that clearly shows you confidence is key.
Yeah, very much.
Because I don't think this center back ngapi amefunga bao hizo. Yeah, lazima ziko zile zinakaa za striker, but
wachache bana. I think the only one I saw ever coming close ni free kick ya Louis Dunk, because he takes free kick. He's the one who takes free kick for Brighton.
Even Fabian Shaw. Fabian Shaw.
I think
he has bangers.
He has bangers.
Also, Company versus Leicester.
Yeah,
Vincent Company.
Bangers. Yeah.
David Luiz.
Yeah.
And Alex.
But
hiyo lazima useme juu alitupiga golazo.
Hiyo kitu inaniumanga hadi leo. Alex alipiga ile
Stamford Bridge, right?
Yeah. Anapiga shot kwa like hata play hiki kupata bro.
Top beans.
Unabudo on concussion bro.
Ama the free kick ya David Luiz akicheza Brazil.
But you see, all those guys you're mentioning ni wasoma banga, ni zile za ugali.
Yeah.
Vadul bro, he caressed the ball.
Smooth.
He caressed the ball, slowly the back at the back of the net. Leno umestretch yako yote. Si ati ball imepigwa na uzito sana. No.
Anajua hapo huwezi fika.
Hata ukashinda hapo.
Hata ukiruka au fiki hapo.
Yeah.
I think kama angefunga bao kama ya Company. You remember when Company was at City?
Zile za kubomoa net.
Hiyo yenye ilipigwa bana, hiyo ball ili travel.
Yeah.
Alafu unaangalia ya Josko iko so the shot was so tame, it was so feeble. Ako like
hiyo ni attacking midfielder za kina KDB.
And then when the goal went in, kulikuwa kwa hiyo group ya box to box. I don't know who before game ali type in Leno we trust.
Also alitudori bro. Before the game tuliona
admin kwanza wa Fulham Joa X manze.
Anaweka Iwobi na anaweka Leno kwa poster
na badge nusu.
Fulham
Arsenal. Nilijua nyinyi.
Motherfucker man, wakifly kites.
Bana.
So is during the week. Sina piga reverse psychology leza in Man City, you don't have to usifikirie sana. Ukioverthink about Manchester City.
Wako tu hapo walai.
Akina William. Like they are so relaxed, you know.
We should have seen it though. You remember wakitoka zoezi ama walikuwa naingia zoezi, wanaulizwa who's your best player.
Yeah.
Mafaka kana nane zilisema
Foden, KDB, Foden.
Yeah.
Clearly these guys, they have so much respect for this team such that even when you're going to play against them, you already know hapa tunapiga.
Bro.
Umepaniki.
I was watching an interview ya Guardiola, and he was saying that you see how you're preparing for a game, and so he was saying that when his assistants his assistants are asking him how are we going to attack these guys, he tells them no, how are they going to defend against me? If you've not done the math for Josko, because the whole season Josko hasn't been doing what he's doing now. We are always expecting Foden, KDB. You know, those guys who are going to carry you to the end of the season.
Yep.
Pep knows no manager in the Premier League has done the math to defend against Josko. And that's exactly what Pep does. He'll always have an arrow in his quiver that no one has thought
expecting.
About. He will not expect Josko to be doing late runs. And this tells you this is the kind of manager you have to win against to get the Premier League.
It's madness, bro.
It's madness.
I think one thing with Pep, when you think that bas sasa tumekushika ndio huyo anaponyoka. Sasa
the silver fox.
When you think that sasa bas is on chokehold. The guy just comes up with some different ideas. Counter. na hiyo counter bado ikai counter siko na
counter
Stones ameingia kuna vile wezi elewa ball yake
season kwanza Stones hataja kwa kicheza hajakuwa kinvert hajakuwa
kinvert hii season
imekuwa apart from losing Rodri for some few games and you could tell this is the main cog in the machine but as long as Rodri is playing I think Rodri hasn't lost a game I don't know in how long
Has he actually in the league? I don't think
he hasn't. He has so many games, but I think it goes back to 2023.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Whenever
Rodri 22 or something. Yeah, around there.
It's a crazy record.
Yeah.
But that tells you one thing. Pep knows his business and he knows what he's doing. The only thing that I know Pep has failed is Doku.
Yeah.
Doku I don't probably he was
just
signing
a season in, bro.
Yeah, I think he was signing Doku to replace Grealish. But you look at the numbers Doku was put in bro, those numbers are just basic.
Just one game. Was it against Bournemouth? He put 4.
Yeah,
and you are like,
and it was dancing on the
since
pitch.
then, bro.
There's Doku, there's Calvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez, Matheus Nunes.
Oh yeah.
What the hell did they go to City?
Yeah.
Being a left back at Man City must be very
But then Gomez.
Mentally,
no one talks about Gomez.
Mentally unachoka.
Unachoka. Unajua unaangalia the guy who's playing in your position.
He's not even a left back. And he's killing it there.
He's killing it.
Uko utaipata game time. Utawai. So you meant your design. But then again, of course, this is Pep. He has put some crazy standards in the league. When you consider the likes of Arsenal, how they have been good, but they might actually not win it. How Liverpool have been,
Yeah.
guys say Pep overthinks, but maybe what he's doing is making other coaches overthink.
now.
I think I
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
That's true.
But malimefika ameacha ku overthink in his own perspective.
Yeah.
You remember the final versus Chelsea?
When 2021.
How dare you go to a final without a CDM?
Yeah.
You bench Fernandinho, then you bench who? Kulikuwa na wawili. So there were two key players.
Yeah.
Not be forgiven for that.
Yeah.
He will never be forgiven
Yeah,
for
he'll never
that.
be forgiven.
How dare you go to a final at Isasam? You said Declan Rice is fit. Partey is fit. All of them are fit.
No,
Na Elneny pia tuseme Elneny pia ako
Yeah.
fit. And then you go to a final
Without them.
without them. Bro, atuleka hapana.
And you see Nyaassh, like what he's saying. Right now, probably Anje is going to do his math to think about Josko. Then Pep decides Josko wewe hupandi. Leo ka. Phil Foden feel that you know you have Chandler na Pitiaga and ucheze hapo.
Yeah.
So then when you think that this system he's changed it, he tells Josko now go. Because now you're thinking Pedro Porro atakuwa shapanda juu. Of course Josko apandi. So in the mind of the right back, see I'm having an easy day.
Yeah.
See I can overlap. The moment you decide you're going to overlap,
Shikwe tu mara moja.
unashikwa mara moja.
Yeah.
And this is what Pep does. You're right, he's going to make the opponent overthink. In you thinking that you're overthinking, he does his style.
Yeah.
Basic football. Just play your football. KDB, rudi nyuma, chukua bolo kama center back, panda juu nayo.
But Pep clearly overthinks because I don't know if you guys are watching the game. City imefunga bao ya pili. So they are just cool, of course.
Against Fulham?
There was no comeback for Fulham.
Yeah.
And then he's just there at the bench. Ni kama ako nervous. Uko like, sasa ni nini ingine unafikiria? You have no injury.
Yeah.
You're winning. You're back on top. So ni nini ingine unafikiria? So that clearly shows Pep is an overthinker.
Yeah, he knows the stakes, how high they are.
Yeah, he
and of course, now when they're going up against Spurs, a team where they have not, I think, won since they hammered to that new swashbuckling stadium.
That stadium is so fun.
Yeah. They have not won there since they moved there.
Yeah.
But then, going by how City have been the last couple of games, or with this run-in,
Yeah.
you're looking at it and like, in the car venye Arsenal wako wanashinda Old Trafford,
Yeah.
they might actually just go there and slap these guys.
16 unbeaten versus a team that is beaten 1 win in 7, or rather 1 win in 6. Spurs.
For Spurs.
Yes,
Yeah.
1 win in
They're
6.
terrible.
Very terrible.
Sometimes sometimes you have there's something that says it makes terrible partners. I don't know whether it's misery or something. I can't remember the quote. This is where you expect your rival to actually do you a favor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this favor that you want them to do, bro, it's quite a lofty favor.
It's a big ass.
It's a big ass favor.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, fine, Spurs, we want you guys to do something for us, guys. But then you look at how they've been playing.
And who they up
And
against?
you're thinking, are you going to play Romero in that game? Are you going to play there's this guy
Van de Ven.
Oliver Skip
Against Man City, bro.
against Man City?
Yeah.
Pap Matasa.
Pape Sarr. Anaitwa Pape
Pape
Sarr.
Sarr.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, Pape Sarr is good.
I'm a Hoiby.
I'm a Hoiberg. Oh my!
Yeah.
We enjoyed playing Hoiberg.
He's not good, but he's decent.
Pape Sarr or Hoiberg?
Both.
Pape Sarr. Hoiberg is done for.
Yeah.
Hoiberg is done for.
Yeah. So, I mean, Spurs are welcoming Manchester City over the week. Tomorrow. They're shooting this on Monday.
Game in hand.
Hoping that they shall. Wakicheza hiyo highline Buddha watapanguswa mbaya.
Speaking of highline, I was about to cut you short vile umenikumbusha vile umesema highline. Do you know the problem with Postecoglou is he always sticks to that back line. The time nili notice in a mess nile time walipewa red card mbili versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uko na red card mbili and you're still playing a highline. Utamalizwa.
Like,
Hata
bro.
wacheza na Luton ama Coventry utamalizwa.
Yeah.
Just kuwa na plan B.
Yeah.
Usikuwe na red card mbili ama unaona clearly okay si lazima ikuwe red card but game imekukataa. Just try and
Change. Pragmatism, bro.
Yeah.
But Nyaassh, I think we had this discussion with you a while ago. Now saying City, they always go ahead to win their games or score goals before they concede. If you look at their running, even last season, they rarely concede at this time.
Yeah.
If actually they can concede tomorrow against Spurs, and the players start getting that rush of blood, they start playing some funny passes, pinging balls forward just for runners to run after the balls. They're not getting, the gel in the team is the glue is becoming a bit loose, And for someone like probably Rodri gets a yellow card. Do you think this is the moment where now you see, okay, fine, let's see what Pep is actually made of?
What he's made of.
Yeah, because they've not been conceding.
Yeah.
So we always know, okay, fine, atapiga 1-0, 2-0, then 2-1, then 3-1, 4-1.
Yeah.
What happens if Son or Madison
Or Richarlison or Kulusevski.
Kwanza mtu kama Richarlison hapo kwa box apige tu whatever he does and gets a penalty.
Hizo chocha zake.
And he gets, and Son bangs it.
Yeah. Then it becomes an uphill task now
It
for them.
becomes an uphill task.
Because then this is a big hypothesis, but then we start thinking like, oh, this is the ground where you don't win. Ni kama saa sisi jana. Imagine kama jana tungeconcede wa kwanza.
Crazy.
A place where you struggle like
Taking a
crazy.
toll on you guys.
Yeah,
Very much.
a lot.
Then you're in a situation where you start opening up the game,
Yeah.
and then these buggers are like, nyi kujeni. Tuko na asi fast, we might hit you on the counter attack. So then it becomes a very big game for them.
It becomes a big game.
But then these are guys who have been, I feel like, what's wamecheza Champions League final, I think they're kind of used to this
They've
sort
been,
of pressure.
They've been in the mess, so
Yeah.
they know. But Nyaassh, I know about something about football is terrible. Football is terrible. One mistake, it now becomes like a downward spiral. One mistake means you concede an early goal, so you tend to go for an equalizer,
Yes.
right? And these Spurs fans, they start believing we can actually get a Champions League slot.
Yeah. Especially when you wanasema, oh, we want to
Yeah.
get slapped by City.
They actually start believing we can actually. You remember when they scored against us the first goal, we could not handle them for a few minutes.
Yeah.
They kept going for a second one, and if honestly, if that game was like 10 minutes longer, we would have gotten a third one.
Yeah, most probably.
Yeah, you don't want to get Spurs with the mind of they can actually get a goal. They get one goal,
Yeah.
they'll actually go for the second goal. Man City decides, okay, fine, let's try and get a second goal.
Yeah.
They start deploying forwards, deploying their defenders or Ndembele. You get hit by a counter attack by Kulusevski and Son. Oh,
Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson.
And Brennan Johnson. But
Brennan
they have
Johnson.
some quick guys.
they have some quick guys.
Those guys are quick.
Yeah.
So
if you look at it from that perspective, or probably we are speaking of this because we are Arsenal fans.
Very
and
much.
This is what we want. This is how we want it to go.
yeah.
I'm not saying Spurs are going to lose it. I was listening to Abi Sanders, the story for Spurs, and they were saying these guys they are so shameless. They can actually lose the game and go to the field later and celebrate.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, because I saw Angie was doing a post pre-match conference like they always do.
Yeah.
Na akaulizwa hiyo swali.
Yeah.
And it was like, nah, it doesn't work like that in our world. They're world like them as, pro coaches and pro footballers.
Yeah.
Of course, the fans want Manchester when they were slap mbaya.
Yeah.
Because they know the chance that if we win, regardless of Champions League, we give Arsenal a chance to win it. And you don't want our fiercest rivals to win. Yeah. But then, of course, as the coach, as the players, I don't think, like you were saying, I don't think Van de Ven, Romero, and so on, wanakaa kwa nini tukole buda leo acha tupanguswe proper.
No,
you fuck Champions League, by the way. Let's just go play, get beat.
Sky Sports analyst was saying the Tottenham for Jose Mourinho or Antonio Conte would have stood a better chance in this fixture
than the one we currently have. Because of that highline, man, it's just massive. But then again, like I was mentioning, how unfair are the football gods, bro? Because our Manchester City, venye nani wanaitwaje wamekuwa kidominate English football. Liverpool walikuwa na 97 points. Anywhere in the world you win the league with those number of
97
points.
97 is good enough.
Anywhere. They didn't win. Wakakuja tena wakajaribu tena. They had 92 points. Wakapoteza na a single point 93. Now they are on the verge of winning 4 in a row. They have already done 3. 4 in a row.
For Pitman.
Inaudhi.
Empire. Like the football gods, I feel like they are very unfair. Also these mandem, also even kwa charges. Bro, wako na 115 charges, they still walking scot free. Everton wamebreach kama moja tu, wamepanguswa kagasia.
Why the one who's doing the math?
No,
if one charge
ilikuwa one breach ilikuwa actually 2 breaches. So ya kwanza wakadiactua is it 6 points which reduced I think to 4.
10 then 6.
Then 6.
Yeah.
Or it was 10 then 6, yes.
10, walianza na 10.
Wakapatikana another breach mwingine moja, wakatolewa points 10.
So si tunataka kusema
2 in a row.
Negative 200 ama negative
you're only 115, bro. So
wanyang'anya hizo vikombe zote.
If you equate one charge to all those points, then you can do the maths. But sasa I find the gods, I need to speak to the gods, the football gods. You need to balance this thing. Uwezi kuwa ati unaachilia tu timu moja ati hiyo ndio inafanya kila kitu. Inaweza break rules na iende scot free. Ina dominate football, watu wanajaribu yao yote. Liverpool wamejaribu, wameweza one league title only. After kwa push yote, they need to be fair bana. These are
not ya Liverpool haikuwa ati ni Anfield ya mafans. Giza huko the cop and Giza time ya COVID hakuna mafans.
Yenye walibeba bana. Wakiwa na mafans ndio unapiga 97 nothing. Unapiga 92 nothing.
This tells you something about Mikel Arteta. I was listening to Rio Ferdinand. He was saying he's Arteta, him and Arteta are in a course being offered in Australia. And in the course you're having world's billionaires. It's a leadership course.
Oh, okay.
And world billionaires, they've signed up. Even Rio he's on that course. And he was saying, if you look at such things that Arteta is doing for himself, it's because he wants to build either himself as a manager, 2 as a person, and 3, this is what he's transferring now to the club. The club now understands when Mikel Arteta talks to you, all the players, they keep saying, the moment he spoke to me, I understood the project. So Mikel Arteta, he did it last season. He fell short kidogo.
Yeah.
Done it this season. And man, he's compared to what City are doing and the resources.
Yeah.
What Arteta has done, he's changed average to some world-class players.
Yeah. For a first-time manager. In your first appointment.
People keep saying, oh, you only have an FA and a community shield. It's okay. But you look at what the resources he's had, the cleanup he had to do. Hey man, we had skeletons in the
like the guys he had to deal with. Hawa tunasema akina Casemiro on some crazy wages. Like he had to kick out our captain, bro.
Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang
was a captain. Unamweka ni kama who's your captain? Oh, Bruno ananga ni isipokuwa kwa wine. Like kicking out those guys when they are your captain, it's a different ask altogether.
Yeah.
It's a different ask because hapo unaenda na wasi wako na influence.
No, that's it to kick your captain out.
Bro.
Na ako starting 11. But I think kwa Auba partly alijitoa tu mwenyewe because how sasa
hayo alitolewa.
Tumetoka AFCON hata hujapatiwa authority na the club. From Gabon to England, no. Wacha mimi niende Gabon to Barcelona. So the deal went through wakati I think I've seen niliona hiyo kwa all or nothing. So partly I mean
The Barcelona guys didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
How flew from si Gabon hiyo time AFCON zilikuwa wapi? Straight up to Barcelona. Not even picking up something from your home in London. He just flew. So I think alisaidia pia kina Edu to get rid of him.
The way like when the club signs someone, they put him in the club hotel. Woman alijitafutia hotel.
So ni alijitafutia hiyo deal ya Barcelona.
Ni alijitafutia.
Aliforce.
So alikuwa anaona hapa.
Yeah.
Hapa kitaniramba.
And you see those are the non-negotiables that Arteta brought into the club.
Hiyo huwezi wekwa after vitu kama hizo.
Hiyo huwezi unakuja North London derby umechelewa.
Bro. Takusiaga.
Lamborghini yako imepiga kelele kwa street.
The biggest thing, and people overlook this, but I think you're the one who brought it up on your fan cam.
Yeah.
Is the relationship between Arteta and Edu is what's making everything work.
Yeah.
Very close.
They're very close.
You know each other's
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah. You need that. You need that. And also you normally see Edu interacts so much with Kroenkes and the players.
And the players as well. Yeah.
There's so much synergy in that club. It's a family. You remember in Dubai, Arteta, your family members, your wives and children, they all flew to Dubai. Nowadays, you've seen clips of girlfriends and wives. They're all hanging out together.
Yeah.
There's so much that is happening in that
Synergy
club.
chemistry. It's just
those results
it's
are
a proper
not,
family.
Yeah, as ikuji just because out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I remember when Zinchenko and Ben White walikuwa wanapigana kelele. And the next week they all spent the night in Ben White's house, I think. So that tells you something, that Mikel Arteta knows one thing, and this is probably what Guardiola has done. You have to have synergy in that club. My defender knows Saliba got Gabriel back. If I'm going up, this is how these two boys have been playing. Saliba deals with the ground duels. Magalhaes goes up.
Yeah, really, yeah.
You unajua tu all aerial balls, Saliba is not supposed to go up. He is not where Magalhaes where enda juu. Mimi hapa ground duels, there's a tackle he made yesterday in the box against Garnacho.
Ooh, bro.
It wasn't even an effort.
Alistretch tu mguu. Kama limesimamishwa.
Remember last week Solanke leaving Magalhaes for death, bro, and Saliba out of nowhere, he clears the shit.
Yeah.
And already we are pressing up.
Yeah.
That tells you something. These two guys, I know this is Vidic and Ferdinand.
Straight.
They'll die for each other.
Yeah.
They will die for each other. And these are the things that probably they've made us look as a top team. Top team. Magalhaes started at the bench. You remember where guys are saying,
Hey, bana. Yeah. Yeah.
Kidogo, the guy has come clutch.
Yeah.
Proper
Being the top scoring defender, I think, in Europe. So you can metoloa. Anyway, so yeah, that's just about that. The first season in Arsenal, wameanza season. Unajua kai season tulianza from day one, Arsenal is contending. Unlike the previous one where Arsenal was not, then somehow we found ourselves there.
Yeah.
The first time you're contending, tumeenda the last day.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
For us as Arsenal fans, even for football, you're like, you need someone to dethrone Manchester fucking City, bro.
Yeah.
Ai, wanafanya hii kai Farmers League ba. Hii anakaa Bundesliga yenye nani alikuwa about 12 times in a row. So the first time Arsenal is contending for the league, amended the last day. It's a fantastic watch. You know, when Arsenal gets new players next season, we buy a striker and maybe another DM or a left back.
We need a left back.
Then it's a different ball game altogether. Then I think that we'll have like proper facilities, human resource wise, because watu kama City, I feel bado tuko short of them.
Yeah.
Not that far though.
They're not very far. Like two players.
But they're within touching distance.
Very much.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
And Guardiola knows this. And let me tell you one thing about Pep.
Nikolita, before you say anything about Pep, which one will come first? The 115 charges ama Pep kujitoa? Atajitoa before the charges do.
Pep knows what. Pep.
Because they're coming in July, you know?
Yeah. Pep alisema. There's a time he was asked about those charges. Akasema, there are people who deal with those things. Probably is going to be told, hey, bro, us guys are getting cooked.
There's also something he said.
Yeah.
Very telling in another interview.
Yeah.
He said, the people who brought me to the club assured me that there are no such problems.
So if they come out,
Sheikh Mansour, come out.
if they come out there, you are cooking.
Yeah. So, I was saying, where was I?
Something about Pep.
115 charges. 115 charges. Yeah. Pep knows if this thing, because you'll be told.
Yeah, ataambiwa.
Utaambiwa, hapa.
It's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good. And probably the medals you're going to be strapped of the medals.
Yeah.
And Pep doesn't want to be the person to have an egg on his face. He's going
That's
to
a
say,
proper egg.
That's a proper egg.
Yeah.
Atasema, hey guys, my time here is done. Let me go manage a national team.
Yeah.
And then and only then will you see now managers fighting for the top spot.
Yeah.
Because fighting against Pep is something
It's
else.
crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know if I mentioned this within the podcast.
Yeah.
Ile time tuliwa sema 86 points, 7 out of 13 za Sir Alex alikuwa na less points.
Yeah.
Bro, hapo uko na 89 na ubebi shit.
Oh baby.
Leave alone 89, 97. I think Sir Alex in his whole career as a Manchester United fan, Manchester United coach, did he ever get to 97 points? I don't think so.
Close to hajaifika.
Imagine mtu alikuwa 97 na hakubeba ligi. Huku. Out of 13 hakuna mahali nani alikuwa 97 points.
Hata hiyo treble akufika.
Because you have someone like Pep.
It's a maniac who's founded on financial fraud. Yeah. So let's see how that one shall turn out. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming. I appreciate your presence, Jojo.
Hello.
Salimia watu wa Nakuru. Waambie kama wanataka tufanye watch party next season, we can always organize.
Speaking of watch parties,
yes,
there's a place I usually go to watch the game nikiwa Nakuru. Hata jana nilikuwa hapo. It's called Chili's. You can check out them on Instagram.
Chili's. I know Chili's.
Chili's Tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
That place, it's usually divided. Okay, see, it's divided in a bad way. But kama yesterday, so I was telling you guys before you started the podcast, nilikuwa nimeka in the midst
Of greatness.
That place is so nice. So kuna Chili's. So there's Chili's. I think you can do Chili's.
Yeah.
There's
7D.
Platinum 7D.
Always.
There's Space.
Yeah.
So actually 7D is just next to Space.
Yeah.
Space next door.
Oh.
So hapo kando. So Space is new at Jamaliza 6 months.
Ndio maana
By nilipe by the way. I'm just advertising because this is a big podcast. So you can wameona pale. They should come. So I think kuna place mob sana mnaweza kuja mfanye.
You can try and do something next season.
Before you wind up.
Yeah.
I think Mikel Arteta deserves his flowers.
Yes.
Mikel Arteta deserves his flowers. I've not seen a manager make a turnaround with those players and players buy into his philosophy.
Yeah.
That fast.
For first time guy.
I think I was talking to you yesterday about in the fan camps about Bologna with Thiago Motta.
Oh yeah.
They're in the Champions League actually next season.
They are now.
Walipepeta Napoli.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Thiago Motta just comes and says, guys, this is how you're going to play football. Arteta comes and says, this is my style of football. They are no the lazy boys who I know ati Nyaassh atakimbia is going to cover my position. There is nothing like that. Trossard scores a goal, makes a run and clears the ball.
Yeah.
Saka is busy clearing the balls, said Ben White. Because for Mikel Arteta, there are no busy bodies. You have to pull your weight.
Sio
in this club.
Sema tu Rashford.
Don't go around the corners.
No, I'm not gonna go. The reason why I'm not that you said Rashford.
Yeah.
This is the reason why Anthony never started the game yesterday, because that boy doesn't defend. He doesn't defend.
John Cena.
He doesn't defend.
Yeah, you can't see
If
me.
Anthony actually, you remember when Anthony was coming in, we celebrated because we knew.
Yeah.
This
Amekuja.
amekuja.
Na niliona I think game kuna mali aliambia wacheze left back game ikienda kuisha.
Yeah.
Ona clips good doing rounds venye alikuwa amejump.
It sometimes work. Unaona kama ile game ya Everton. No, was it
Liverpool?
FA?
Yeah.
I don't know how Bruno found himself center back, Anthony left back, but
Yeah.
hiyo hapana.
But
you
see, when players go back to those positions, to me it speaks more about the manager. Because for Bruno, it's not one memonako said ya Dalo anachukua ball right back.
Yeah.
Na shida hata panda nayo, he's going to ping it forward. You wonder, okay fine, unafanya nini hapa?
Mwenye anafaa kuwa hapo wapi?
Mwenye hiyo shimo ni ya nani? And you see football is evolving so fast that if you don't understand, I was reading a very funny stat. On average in a football match, a player has contact with the ball not more than 3 minutes. For a whole 90 minutes. The rest of the time you're managing the space. Football nowadays is more about positional discipline and space integrity. If you don't understand a space, you will just find yourselves. You remember when Man United were playing Liverpool, these kids were all over. Because these players, they have not been trained to understand spaces. Because football, Guardiola says he does not pass 100 times for fun. He passes the ball to move the opponent.
Yeah.
Because the moment you move from this position and go and follow that position, hii position yako kama player wako hajafuata.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to play that ball. And that's where you find he's going to play the ball back to Ederson, Ake or Walker,
Diaz. Okay, distort to the opponent.
And this is how Arteta destroyed Liverpool. Because he understood spaces. He understood if Kai Havertz drifts to the central, Van Dijk is going to follow him. Because that's what Van Dijk does. This is homework. Van Dijk comes, anafuata Kai Havertz. Ball ikapigwa from Zinchenko to Odegaard. Kai Havertz ashajua ufala na nifuata. Anafikia hii ball ata intercept, ikapigwa hapo kwa shimo yake. Simple football.
Yeah.
Simple football. But if you don't understand the spaces, then you'll always find yourselves like you just playing for vibes.
Vibes and inshallah.
Just vibes.
But like to be honest,
Yeah.
and me from United.
Yeah.
Apart from Bruno, Luke Shaw, Varane, and Onana, maybe Delo Kiasi, the rest of those guys do not have good football like you.
Yeah.
Kiasi si wa sharp.
Kina Garnacho.
You can't.
Ni kweli.
Kobe tu.
Kobe ako sawa.
Kobe ako sawa.
Hata wako na time ya kujiprove. Maybe
Yeah.
you can learn. But hao wengine man madanga.
And you know football like you is not taught.
Yeah.
You either have it, you don't
Or you
have
don't
it.
have it there.
Football like you haifundishwi kama hauna. Manze hauna.
Hautafunzwa na manager.
That's why Anthony can't understand why he's being told to go left back.
Exactly.
Now, before you finish,
Yes.
this is my potential transfer summer of my beloved team, Manchester United.
Oh.
I need someone who can partner Martinez. That's Todibo. Yes, Jean-Claude Todibo from Nice. Is it?
Okay.
I guess. So that's one. I need a left back. I'm tired of seeing Luke Shaw on off left back. I don't know who is available. I also need a right back.
Ooh.
I need a right back.
Anyone in mind?
You just need a whole back line.
It's almost like it's almost like a whole back line.
Yeah. But me hata nikiweza ulizwa, if we can get two center backs, we get Todibo and this Everton guy.
Brother.
Yes, because Martinez tumeona on off.
Yeah.
Then coming to the midfield, I need someone who can partner Mainu. I need someone who can partner a midfield trio of Mainu, X, huyo atakuja na Bruno. Sasa uko mbele sasa. Uko mbele ndo tuko na kazi.
Yeah.
Get rid of Rashford, bring someone like kuna mawinga wengi sana huko nje tunaweza nunua. So if I think I need like 5. So if I get 5, sell 10, bring 5. That's
Nyaassh.
That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
Lakini.
That's a lot.
Anyway, you said 3 seasons.
Yeah, 3.
So you can slowly get that done.
Yeah.
Kuna 6 windows hapo in between. Slowly but surely.
Sasa ile mbaya ni ya January. You can never do.
Actually, Sesko's agents were at Old Trafford yesterday, so probably so so probably you guys are gonna get Sesko.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
After hiyo mvua watarudi kweli?
Ameona kwenye atakuwa anachezea.
After kunyeje?
Baraka wewe usicheze.
Study inajesha hivyo.
Hiyo stadium yenye Barca wanacheza.
Hiyo sijui it was due Olympic kama kinini hiyo.
Hata si tuende huko wherever.
Maybe Muhaya.
Sasa tuchezee Carrington. You remember when Real was tuchezee Carrington.
Wakijenga Banabu.
They were using this stadium Carlos something. Na wakatoa lakini hapa niyo ground ilikuwa swara. Si ile season walikuwa na Inter Champions League. And Inter came and beat them there. Yeah, so inakuwaga tu maswara. But one thing hata nilisahau kuambia, nimesoma some reports that the guy who was behind the new training complex ya Leicester when this
because they
came in.
Yeah.
So he's the same guy who is behind like the training complex ya Man U because at Carrington it's not debatable. Ameenda amenunua I think Jim anataka kununua new golf course uko juu, so yeah.
Mko mna train huko.
Yeah, mimi sina shida, so
all right.
If you heard him clearly about Maino, and this is the thing about Man United, because I have watched these guys hype up a player so fast it gets to his head. Kobe is still a young boy.
Very much.
Do not think of having Kobe to play a whole 90 minutes, a whole season. He's not supposed to be the starter, in my opinion. He's a good boy. Yeah, so do not make him the starter. Bring him someone he's going to come and start, and let Kobe play 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Do not bring him on at around 60th or 65th. The moment you start playing Kobe, so many matches so fast. Yeah, us guys have played Bukayo. Bukayo has been immaculate.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Legenda.
Bukayo has been immaculate. The moment you start playing, because you guys and the media, they usually hype Man United players so far. Man United players wanakuwaga huku. It gets to his head, gets another bumper salary. You start seeing, Kobe sasa. There's a new bounce in his gate, manze. Anaanza kutembea manzeni kama anaingia chuo ni nini? Mimi ni first 11 Man U.
What you telling me, man?
What you telling me, bro? So it gets to their heads.
Yeah, true.
In my opinion, I will not buy a player who's going to partner Kobe. I will buy a player who's going to bench Kobe and bring on Kobe from the 60th, then gradually make him understand, okay, fine. You learn from this guy. If someone like Declan Rice can understand how Partey plays his half turns, that's it. That's it. But now you make Kobe a starter the whole of the next season.
Yeah.
He gets an injury. You guys have not done the math. Akipata injury to take nani. You go play Scott. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Get someone who's going to whom Kobe is going to be his understudy.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are I'm supposed to understand these spaces because there's so much for a midfielder for Kobe.
Yeah.
Playing that your defensive role. And sometimes unaona ni kama anachanga box to box. There's so much for him to learn.
But the maturity in that kid is top.
He's
good.
He's top notch.
Yeah. Hopefully mtamanage vizuri so.
Staki story kama za this kid who alikuwa Belgium akaenda sasa yako Sociedad. Adnan Januzaj.
Yeah, Januzaj.
Poorly managed, but he was a gem, he was a talent.
And then the hype.
The hype was out of this world. Hopefully, I hope it's like mature enough not to let the hype get into his head. Yeah.
Akae mbali na Rashford in terms of
the field. That one as well.
Rashford,
that one as well. All right. And shit. Wamecheza DFB? I think 2 games. DFB Pokal na the Europa League final.
Europa finals.
Yeah. They're doing all right.
50 or 49?
50.
And then
jana alipigana 5.
niko na swali.
Chabi.
Niko na swali.
Yeah, kifuga 5 like
I have a trivia. Which are the 2 teams in the world or rather in Europe to go unbeaten for the longest season? So there's 1, there's 2, then currently Leverkusen. No. Washa break yao? No.
wow.
Benfica, yes. So Benfica is number 2. Yeah. Then the first one?
I wouldn't tell. Ngoja.
No.
No idea.
No.
Okay, which country?
Which league?
Celtic. 1915 to 1917. I think there were 61 or 62 games. Yeah.
Fuck. It's a while back.
1917.
All right. Good stuff.
Done
Good
my
stuff.
math.
Clearly. You've done
My
your homework.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Kamakawa, I appreciate your presence. Always a goddamn pleasure. Let's see how the season turns out. Of course, 2 games to go for Manchester City. Of course, 1 game for Arsenal, 2 games for Manchester United. Watamaliza juu ya Chelsea ama watamaliza chini ya Chelsea after bashing them throughout the season. So, big up, man. We appreciate all the support you have received this season. All the guys who have watched, subscribe, come to our watch parties. We appreciate that a lot. We plan to do that much more. But before we get there, we have the Euros.
Yeah.
So stick around. See what we shall be doing for the Euros.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs. I've always liked you, but you're back. You know, if Spurs hold Nani, I'll reduce my hate for them. I'll not call them shit for a year. I will not call them shit for a year.
It's on camera.
For a year.
It's on camera.
Yeah. If Spurs hold, especially if Spurs hold Manchester City, I'll not call them shit for a year. If they win, 2 years.
Wacha nicheke kawe.